Hello children, how are you? Very good. Had your breakfast? Very nice. Okay, shall we start our class? Okay, so in the last class, what we have learned? Yes, angles. Angles, how many types of angles? How the revolution is formed? Okay, right. So here, now we will start exercise 5.3. Okay, so based on that angle, we have to do match here. Match the following. Straight angle. Okay, straight angle is here options also see less than 1/4 of a revolution, more than half of a revolution, half of a revolution, 1/4 of a revolution, between 1/4 and 1/2 of a revolution, one complete revolution. Now tell me, right, straight angle. Straight angle is half of a revolution. So straight angle is half of a revolution. Now right angle is 1/4 revolution. So where is that 1/4 revolution? Right angle is 1/4 revolution. Acute angle is less than 1/4 revolution. Where is that here? A. So match to A. So acute angle is less than 1/4 of a revolution, and obtuse angle means it is greater than 1/4 revolution and less than half revolution. Where is that? Yes. So it is between 1/4 and 1/2 of a revolution. What about reflex angle? Yes, it is more than half of a revolution. Okay children, is it clear? Right. Next come to the second one. So what is the second question? Ma, so this one only you match in the textbook, no need to write in the classwork. Okay, so write down in the textbook. So second one also you have to write in the textbook only. Classify each one of the following angles as right, straight, acute, obtuse or reflex angle. So observe here. So some angles are here. We have to write. So this angle belongs to which type? Okay. So first, so observe this angle carefully. So it is belongs to acute, right, obtuse. What? So if you observe carefully, this angle is like, so that means it is less than 90 degrees. So this angle belongs acute. It is a acute angle. Okay, right. So here observe which type of angle it is. Yes, it is more than 90 degrees. Okay, so it belongs to obtuse angle. Okay na? Right. Next one, come to the C figure. So observe this figure. So here, yes, here right angle is formed. So that means this figure, this angle is right angle. Okay. So D figure, observe here the angle is formed here. Okay. So that means the angle is acute or right angle. No, it is not formed inside. Here it forms here. So that means it is more than 180 degrees. Okay. So that's why we can call it as a reflex angle. Reflex angle. Okay. So come to E1. What is E? Yes, it forms a straight angle. Very good. So it is a straight angle. Okay. See the letter M here. So here how many angles form? 2 angles form. So that angles are, if you observe carefully, that angles are less than 90 degrees. So 2 angles are less than 90 degrees. We can call, yes, acute angles. Very good. Copy. Okay children. So up to now you have seen types of angles. Okay, how to measure angles? How to measure angles? Do you know how to measure angles? Okay, with the help of instrument this tool? Yes. Okay, so all members have this tool in your instrument box. Observe this protractor. Okay, so observe this protractor here. Okay, so this protractor is used to measure angles. Okay, so here it is. Observe here 0 degree. It starts from 0 degrees to and end with 180 degrees. If it starts from right side 0 degrees and it ends with 180 degrees. Okay na children? Right. Okay, so if you look this protractor, okay, so it looks like a semicircle. Okay, it is semicircle. So if the left side it starts 0 degrees to end with 180 degrees. So and if you here 0 degrees starts from right side to ending with left side 180 degrees. 180 degrees. Okay, so if I join one more protractor here, okay, so are you watching this one? Yes, so it forms one complete revolution. Okay, so one complete revolution forms how many degrees? 360 degrees. One complete revolution forms 360 degrees. Okay, so here this 360 degrees, okay, this 360 degrees forms one complete revolution. Okay na? So that means here one complete revolution is divided into how many equal parts? 360 degrees. Okay na? Right. Here, so okay, so how to measure an angle with the help of protractor? Let us check that one. Correct. Now here one angle is, so that is OA and OB, right? Here the angle is formed. How can you measure this angle? So where the angle is formed here? Yes, at O. So the angle is formed at O. How can you measure this one? With the help of protractor. Now take your protractor. Okay, so place this one where the angle is formed. So that means here point M in your protractor you have arrow mark, midpoint is there no? So that one you have to place on the OB ray. Okay, so now you have to measure here onwards. Okay, so here the angle is, how much angle is formed here? See, once more you have to place the protractor here. Both this straight edge and this mark, both should be coincide. Okay, you have to adjust your protractor properly. Then only we measure the angle. We will get the correct angle. So here where the angle is formed here at O. Okay, now you have to place this protractor on the OB ray, that is straight edge. Okay, you have to start from here. 0 degrees, 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 30 degrees, 40 degrees and 45 degrees. Now tell me what is the angle of AOB? Yes, 45 degrees. Is it clear, students? Okay, one complete revolution is divided into 360 parts. Each part is a degree. Okay, so that is 0 degree, 10 degrees, 20 degrees up to 180 degrees. So it is a half of revolution. Okay na? So 180 degrees. In this protractor contains 180 degrees. If you join two protractors, it forms one revolution. That is 360 degrees. One complete angle. Okay na? Right. Okay children, right exercise 5.4. So this one no need to write in the class work, so write in the textbook only. First read the question. What is the measure of a right angle? Tell me, right angle. Very good, 90 degrees. Okay, straight angle 180 degrees. Very good. So first one is right angle, that is 90 degrees, and a straight angle is 180 degrees. Okay, so say true or false. The measure of an acute angle less than 90 degrees. Is it right? Yes, the measure of acute angle is always less than the 90 degrees. So that's why the statement is true. Right. The measure of an angle, obtuse angle less than 90 degrees. Obtuse angle is less than 90? No. Obtuse angle is greater than 90, less than 180. So it is false. The measure of a reflex angle is greater than 180 degrees. Reflex angle is greater than 180? Yes, it is greater than 180 degrees, less than 360 degrees. So it is true. The measure of one complete revolution forms how many degrees? 360 degrees. Is it true? Yes, it is also true. Okay, so even if M angle A is equal to 53 degrees and M angle B is 35 degrees, then M angle A greater than M angle B. So observe here, angle A is 53 degrees, angle B is 35 degrees. Okay, so M angle A is greater than M angle B. Angle A is 53, angle B is 35 degrees. So 53 angle is greater than 35 degrees. Is it true? Yes. So it is also true. So 53 degrees is greater than 35 degrees. So it is true. Very good. Now children, third question. Observe here. Write down the measures of some acute angles, some obtuse angles. So acute angles, yes, less than 90 degrees. So here you can take any two examples. So which angles you want to write, you can write. So this is your homework. Okay, some obtuse angles also. Obtuse angles are greater than 90 degrees. This one you have to write in the textbook. Okay, write up. Take your textbook, fourth one. Measure the angles given below using the protractor and write down the measure. Okay, so here fourth question, some figures given here na. So these angles you have to measure with the help of protractor. So how to measure an angle I already explained to you. So first one, here he given this one. Here what is approximately, tell me? So it is 30 degrees or 45 degrees. So that's why without taking protractor we can't say. Okay, so simply we will say approximate value. So that's why with the help of protractor in the textbook, with the help of protractor you measure this angle, you may get some value. Okay na? So you may get some angle. So like this you can measure this all angles. Understand? You have to measure this all angles in the textbook only. Right, turn your papers. Fifth one. Which angle has a larger measure? First estimate and then measure. Estimate. So which angle is larger? So here two angles given. So that is angle A and here angle B. So estimate first. Estimate how much angle it contains. So approximately we can say it is 45 degrees by estimation. It is 45 degrees. It is measure of angle B. So it is more than 60 degrees. Okay, 60 degrees or 70 degrees. Here 90 degrees na. So right. So approximately by estimation I told like this. Okay, you have to measure this one with the help of a protractor. Okay, is it clear? Right. After measuring these two angles, which angle is greater? Tell me, which angle? Yes, B is greater than A. So after estimation, after measuring with the help of protractor, you write B is greater than A. Okay, so don't write direct answer. We have to measure first. Then you write which angle is greater. Okay, na? Sixth one. From these two angles, which has larger measure, estimate and the confirm by measuring them. So same in this question also. So two angles given. So we have to first estimate. Okay. Estimate these two angles. Estimate these two angles. Which angle has larger measure? Which angle is larger measure? So this one also you have to measure with the help of a protractor. After measuring the angle, you write which angle is greater. Okay, na? So this one also you have to do. And next filling the blanks also there. Read the sentences carefully and write here acute, obtuse or straight angle. Related angles you have to fill in the blank. Okay, right. Fill in the blank. Now come to the eighth one. Find the measure of the angle shown in each figure. First estimate with eyes and then find the actual measure with a protractor. So here also you have to observe. So this one, eighth question. So this one also first estimate, then later estimate this one. Okay. After you measure with the help of protractor, then you write the angle. You write the angle. Okay, na children? Right. So come to the ninth question. Ninth one. Find the angle measure between the hands of a clock in each figure. In each figure. Okay. So ninth question. Read in the textbook. Find the angle measure between the hands of a clock in each figure. Okay, find the angle measure between the hands of a clock. So in the hands of a clock, we have to measure how much angle is formed. From observe here first one is 9 AM. 9 AM. Observe here which angle is formed? Yes, so it is L shape now. So write here right angle. Which angle here? Right angle. Okay, so observe in the hands of a clock here. So 12 to 1. 12 to 1. So that is 1 PM. Okay, 1 PM. So sorry. 1 PM. You observe from 12 to 1. So how much angle is formed here? Yes, that is if 12 to 3, 1/4 of a revolution form, that is right angle. So it is less than the 90 degrees. So less than 90 degrees is a acute angle. Which angle here? Acute angle. Approximately how much angle is there in between 12 and 1? How much angle between 1 and 12? Yes, so that is 30 degrees. Okay, now right. So here acute angle is formed. Right. So come to the third figure. So come in here. What is the time? 6 PM. 6 PM. Okay. So what is the angle? Measure of angle between 12 and 6. Yes, it is obviously half of a revolution. So that means yes, two right angles, that is 180 degrees is a straight angle. Straight angle. Okay, na children? Very good. Now, so next come to the 10th question. investigate. In the given figure, the angle is formed at the same figure through a magnifying glass. Does the angle becomes larger? Does the size of the angle change? Okay, so we have to do investigation. What we have to do? So if you place in this figure magnifying glass, is there angle will change? Is the angle will change? If you place the glass here, is there angle will change? No, there is no angle change. So if you place glass also, there is no change of angle. So right here, no, the measure of angle will be same. The measure of angle will be same. Okay, very good. Now next to 11th one, measure and classify each angle. Okay, so here one figure is given. Okay, this figure you have to measure with the help of a protractor and fill this one. How much angle contains angle AOB, angle AOC, angle BOC, angle DOC, angle DOA, angle DOB. So write that angle here and which type of angle that one you fill in the table. Okay, na children? Is it clear? Nice. Okay, so right next our topic is perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines. What is mean by perpendicular? Perpendicular means, okay, suppose, so here we have two arms. Yes, if we place like this, so this arm is perpendicular to this arm. So that means here how much angle is formed? Yes, 90 degrees angle is formed. Suppose if you take T letter, okay, so T letter or otherwise this symbol T letter, if I reverse this one, so here this one finger and this one finger. So if I place thumb finger in the forefinger, so this finger is perpendicular to this one. That means here observe carefully, if two lines, so if two lines intersect, if two lines intersect, the angle between them is a right angle. Two lines intersect and the angle between them is a right angle. Then that lines are said to be perpendicular lines. Then the angles are said to be perpendicular lines. If two lines intersect, the angle between them is a right angle. Then the two lines are said to be perpendicular lines. Symbol for the perpendicular is reverse letter T. Okay, symbol for the perpendicular line. Okay, na children? So right now we go for exercise 5.5. Take your textbooks. Okay children, so first one, so this one you write in the notebook only. Which of the following are models for perpendicular lines? First one, the adjacent edges of a tabletop. See the tabletop, adjacent edges, tabletop is okay, so in the tabletop observe here, so adjacent edges are adjacent edges of a tabletop is Is a model for perpendicular? Yes. So it is model for perpendicular. Right. So next, the lines of a railway track. So railway track lines. Have you seen railway track lines? Railway tracks. Okay. So that one also you may consider as perpendicular lines. Remaining also you can do that one. Right. Okay. So come to the second question. Come to the second question. Write in the notebook. So let PQ line segment be the perpendicular to the line segment XY. Let PQ and XY intersect in the point A. What is the measure of angle PAY? Okay. So first of all, we have to show here PQ bar is perpendicular to the line segment XY. So the line segment XY, PQ bar is perpendicular. So here PQ. Okay. So this PQ is perpendicular to XY. We may write it as PQ is perpendicular to XY. Okay. So let PQ and XY intersect in the point A. So both are intersecting at point A. Okay, so here at point A. Sorry, here this PQ line segment and this XY line segment both are intersected at point A. What is the measure of angle PAY? So observe carefully. So after intersecting these two line segments, so one angle is formed. What is the here? Yes, it is a right angle. So now tell me the measure of angle PAY is 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Okay, right. Okay, next one. There are two set squares in your box. What are the measures of angles that are formed at their corners? Do they have any angle measure that is common? Okay, so in your instrument box you have two set squares. Okay, did you recognize that? Yes. So this is one set square and this is one more set square. Okay, so what is the name of this set square? What is the name of this set square? It is a measure first. If you don't know, so take your protractor and set square, measure how much angle. How much angle is formed here? So yes, it is 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Okay, next. Okay, so it is, observe, yes, it is 45 degrees. Now tell me in this angle, it is 90 degrees, here it is 45 degrees and 45 degrees. The name of this set square is, yes, 45 degrees, 45 degrees, 90 degrees. And one more set square you have, one more set square. One more set square here, measure this angle. Yes, it is exactly 90 degrees. 90 degrees and measure this one. Measure this angle. Yes, it is 60 degrees. 60 degrees. And next, measure this angle. 30 degrees. So what is the another name of the set square? 30 degrees. One angle is 30 degrees and 90 degrees, 60 degrees. Or you may write here 60 degrees, 90 degrees, 30 degrees. Or 45 degrees, 90 degrees, 45 degrees. Okay na? So observe in the two set square which angle is common. Which angle is common for two set square? Yes, 90 degrees. So the common angle between the two set square is 90 degrees. Right. So next one, fourth one, study the diagram. The line L is perpendicular to line M. So observe this figure. Okay, study the diagram. The line L is perpendicular to M. Is CE is equal to. So here A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay, so points are given. Is CE is equal to EG. So CE, what is the length between C and E? Yes, 2 units. But E and G also having 2 units. Now tell me, this CE is equal to EG? Yes. So you write CE is equal to EG. Okay. So right next, does PE bisect CG? This is a PE. This PE is bisect CG. Yes, it is bisecting here. Two lines intersect, their angle is 90 degrees. That's why it is bisect. PE bisect CG. And C1. Identify any two line segments for which PE is the perpendicular bisector. So PE is the perpendicular bisector of L. So here write any two line segments. Write any two line segments. Okay now? So can you write? Yes, you can write C and G and B, H. So that are line segments. And so fourth one, are these true? AC is greater than FG. So you can compare these all, how much distance is between this. You have to read once and complete this true or false. Okay na? And in this exercise we have homework. Okay, write down homework. So homework is exercise 5.4, page number 97 to 99. Exercise 5.5, page number 100. Question number 4. Okay. So bye children. Have a nice day.